Hey folks, Frank the Pest Geek here, and well, it's Friday, and I'm going to have an early treat for myself this week. It's been an awesome week. I've got this little, probably 1 hour smoke that I'm going to be sharing with you guys while I share with you some good news, some testimonies, give you a State of the Union address of how we're doing, what's happening with the Pest Geek podcast, what's happening with the world pretty much that we're involved in. And I just thought I'd just give you a little, just sit here and have a cigar with you guys and join you. This is going to be a mild, this is probably a Connecticut. Trying some new stuff. This is a JR handmade imported. Tried a different tobacconist now to check my, get a different batch of different things that I want to try in cigars. And, I've got my 3 burner torch. Yeah, this is nice. I'm pairing this with a Woodford Reserve double cask. So put an ice in it, melted already. I don't like it that strong, so I went ahead and lightened it up a bit. But it's Friday. It's been a long week. My workout went great. I had to switch things up on my workout because waiting a week to do a body part 3 times a week just isn't doing it. I lose too much in between the weekend and Monday. I lose 3 days of working out. So what I did was I'm working the same body part twice a week. So I'm working out 6 days now. I want to see the big change. I'm experiencing the change. And so I'm enjoying this now. I'm starting to see and feel better, carrying more weight. I was able to do my chest today at the good weights that I was doing it before, and I was able to do 12 reps. So I'm going to keep that, increasing the reps, keeping it there, and then just start maybe by next month adding more weight so I can see the improvement. But a lot of things happen, man. I'm so encouraged by what's happening on the podcast. I'm getting emails, people sending me their videos saying, look, I just did my first video and I'm putting it up on YouTube. I wanted you to critique it. And I'm so excited that people are starting to listen and take charge of this, get out there and put themselves out there and market themselves effectively through YouTube and Facebook, getting out of just the groups where you're promoting yourself in a group where nobody's going to see you. So I'm encouraged by it. I just got, it was like 6 o'clock this morning. I was doing my routine and somebody, I now I can't remember his name, but he texted me and says, hey man, I'm so nervous. I was going to send you a report on what I did. I was working for this company and I've been listening to you for a long while and I took the plunge and you've helped me so much to start up my business. And I just wanted to say thank you. And I'm going to send you a letter I wrote. And that was so emotional because he was obviously emotional about it too. And he was nervous about sending it to me. Why would you be nervous about sending anything to me? Dude, we're all the same pretty much. I'm ahead of some people. I'm behind some others. I'm not really that special. If I was really that special, I would have been a doctor, a lawyer. I would have been a bioscientist if I was really that brilliant. I'm not. I just do simple things. I listen to what people say it's working, and I say, okay, I'm going to apply it, and I'm going to do it. And it's more about the courage to take the leap than it is about how smart I am. I'm not. You want to talk to me, you want to communicate with me, you want to send me anything. Media at pestgeekpodcast.com is the place to send it to if you want to send me videos. If you want to send me videos for me to promote and put it on our YouTube channel, if you got a neat bug video or something that you want us to put up, just send it to me. If it's too big, it's more than 25 meg, you want to use WeTransfer.com and then just send me the link to that email. You can also send me the link to Messenger. I'm accessible by Facebook Messenger. If I'm busy and I can't talk to you right away, but I'll eventually respond to you. I respond to the comments in the videos that you do on YouTube. So I respond to that. I try to stay really active. So give you an update on where we're going. So I'm encouraged because I'm helping so many people. And if I just help one person be successful, and when I get to heaven, I'm going to know that I have things in light of eternity, not just for the next 4 years, 5 years, but in the next 10 years. Where am I going with the podcast? Where am I going? I'm going to be America's pest control coach in the next 10 years. Not right now, not in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, where I'm going to be. Anytime you turn on and you find out about pest control, you're going to see a video of me turn up, because I will have 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 videos up somewhere. So my goal is to be America's pest control coach, where we're helping people, not only pest control people, but homeowners, understand what real IPM is. I'm going to take IPM and make it popular. I'm going to make it mainstream. That is my goal in life. I'm going to take what the universities haven't been able to do, what the government has not been able to do, what the large pest control companies have not been able to do, and teach people about real pest control and recognize what real pest control is, that it's not about spraying chemicals. You and me are pest control. Our heads, our brains, what we learn about biology, what we haven't experienced. We are pest control. It's not about the chemical industry. I was used in a video about me being a chemophobe, and I represent that. I embrace it wholeheartedly. I thank them for that because some people might have taken that as an insult. I took that as a huge compliment. It is a testimony to the impact I'm having on the industry. And in the next 10 years, I have a long view in mind of where we're going. Like I said, I don't represent the chemical industry. I represent these small business owners like you and me, the guys making under $2 million a year. We're still small, no matter how doing $2 million a year. I represent them. I represent the underdog. I represent the technician struggling, wanting to be better. So I am not about the chemical. I use chemicals. We don't shy away from using chemicals, but I'm about radical reduction of chemical. That's what I'm about. I'm about showing that IPM, when I asked myself 12, 13 years ago, what would you do in a hospital surgical room if you had to treat it? I had no idea what it took, but that thought popped in my head. And I went ahead and I said, how would I do it? And that launched me into figuring out how to do IPM and how to bring that to the home. We take the same thing that they do in an organic facility, in an AIB, an SQL, hospitals, level tier 3 labs, figuring that stuff out and then bringing that technology to the home and giving every customer that level of service. That's what we provide for our clients. That's what we sell. That's what we offer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and turn IPM into a household name through holistic pest solutions. Why? Because that's what IPM is, a holistic system on how to control pests where it's not dependent on chemical, but the goal of IPM is chemical reduction. And this is where the market is going. This is where the industry is going. And this is when you turn on the television, when you turn on the radio, you're going to hear me talking about IPM and what we want to accomplish. And that is my goal in life. That's going to be my mission in life, to be that guy that people recognize as the pest control guy, the Pest Geek, Frank the Pest Geek, globally. Not Frank the Pest Geek in Miami, not Frank the Pest Geek on the podcast, but globally. And that is my mission. So understand where I'm going. Second of all, we're starting to rank nationally. My pest control podcast is ranking nationally, but also my local business website is ranking nationally for eco-friendly pest control. And we're not about natural spraying 25B products. I talk so much. Oh no, it's still it. This is about a 2-hour smoke, so I'm probably going to be here for 2 hours talking to you and enjoy this cigar. What you should do is you should also take one of these out, sit out there and take a video of yourself smoking a cigar, watching me. That would be cool. Then you can send me that video. That'd be fun. So, little libation here. Man, I love that bourbon. That thing is just so yummy. I can taste vanilla notes in there. Definitely the wood. You can, it's not on the sniffer. This, you really don't smell the wood. You taste it, but you don't smell it with this Woodford Reserve. But definitely, I pick up that syrupy honey. Definitely vanilla note is in there. This thing is like super yummy. Where was I? Okay, so anyway, so that's my goal for, what I have planned for the pest control industry. And that's my mission. We're planning, the Pest Geek Academy is coming along. I put a snapshot of that. The new one is getting built. We're about halfway there on what I want to build out before I launch it. I want to have some value in there, some good stuff. So I'm about helping that technician be a better salesperson, that technician be a better technician. I don't care if you work for a large brand and nobody's teaching you. I will help you, and I will help you for free. This is what I'm doing. We launched a new segment on the podcast where we're doing consulting, live consulting with all the warts, no editing, raw. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. If you make a mistake, we make a mistake together. But I'm going to give you my best advice on what I had to do to grow and to get to 3 technicians. We're going to be 3 technicians by the end of the year. We're going to be in 2 counties. We're looking at doing entire South Florida, all the way from Lake Okeechobee down. We're looking at Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, moving across the West Coast, over to Fort Myers, Naples, Sanibel, Marco Island, and then eventually down to the Keys. I want to govern and own South Florida. That's where we're going. So when I tell you, I'm telling my competition what we're doing, you can't sit there and say, man, you've gotten so big and, you didn't tell me. And, I'm letting everybody know where I'm going so that you can do. I already had some of my competitors stop talking to me. They stopped talking to me. They're bigger than me and they don't want to talk to me anymore. So you know what? I bless you guys. I don't steal your customers. I never have. My clientele comes from the top 10 in the market that are losing customers left and right. So we have a new breed of customer that wants what we have and you don't have it. So that's it. So what are we doing? We're ranking nationally right now, and we're getting leads and calls from all over the United States, including Canada. People are calling me from Canada wanting to know if I service their area, and I don't. Here's what I'm doing. Here's what I've been wanting to do. I'm already handing out leads left and right to people all over the state and all over the country. We're going to create a network for small, independent, eco-friendly people that do not exactly like I do it. I don't expect everyone to do it like I do it. You've got your own area. You've got your limitations. You got things in your marketplace. You got bugs that I don't have. You have construction I don't have. But if you're focused on being eco-friendly, dang it, shut off on me. There we go. If you're focused on being eco-friendly and you want to do IPM and you have a business that's focused on IPM and you're small, you're independent, I'm going to create a network, a worldwide network, so we can refer that business. I'm going to get heard, and I'm already being heard. And that's my goal in life. So we're going to be putting a network where we can give away leads. People can get the business, help you succeed with SEO, help you succeed on your own without depending on Yelp, without depending on these third-party lead companies, that you can get it on your own. And that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be totally disruptive in this marketplace. I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm telling you I'm doing it so that you can't come to me and say, well, why didn't I jump on that? Now you took it over. Compete. I love competition. I love being challenged. Go ahead and challenge me. This is what we're doing. Everybody knows it. You got online on my Facebook if you're listening to me and say, yeah, Frank is giving me leads in the last month. And we're doing it for free. We're giving away all those leads. I paid for them. They're my SEO that got them. But you know what? I'm proving that I'm doing this. I'm putting it in everybody's face, even the naysayers. I'm rubbing it in your face, telling you what I'm doing so that you can't tell me it can't be done. We're doing that. So the Pest Geek Academy is going to be affordable. It's going to be the most affordable academy online where we do SEO, where we do CEUs at an affordable price, where you can train your people at a very affordable price. Right now, we're going to put every single course, 2 CEUs. In Florida, we're going to start out $39 for 2 CEUs, okay? And that includes, you get me on there. Stephen Van Tassel is going to be producing some stuff for those CEUs for vertebrates. He already sent me some classes. We're going to do it, and we're doing it now. It's getting built. We're going to do the network. My next year, I'm putting out 2 new podcasts for the industry, not for the industry, for the residential market. I'm going to influence that residential market. And I'm putting out a local podcast in South Florida. I'm putting out 2 of them. One related to plants and gardens, the other one related to residential pest control and commercial pest control. So we're going to start influencing that market. I'm putting out 1 podcast right now a day on my show. We're putting out videos, about 5 a week right now. We're putting out videos. So I'm on a war path. I'm going to get this done. It's going to happen. You're going to see it happen. I'm telling you what I'm doing. You're following me. It can be done. Here's what I want to challenge you with. I want you to be the expert in your market. I want you to create a YouTube channel. I want you to create a Facebook page. I want you to create an Instagram page. And I want you to start marketing across those platforms daily. Daily. Not every week, not every month, but daily. I want you to be publishing pictures, and I want you to be publishing content. And I want you to, when somebody turns around and looks for pest control in your market, that you're that guy. You see, that's what I want for you in this arena, this new arena that we're in. I'm creating an association that's free. You can join us in that association. This is what we're doing to represent the small guy across, where if you work for somebody else and they're not giving you training, we will give you training you can afford. So that, because I know we're making $36,000 a year on average, which the average pest control guy is making, there's not a whole lot you can buy with that. But you can afford $39 maybe a month or every couple of months to get the training. And if I have to do it at lower prices to make it affordable and make it easy for you to get, I will bring that price down. So it is not about the money. For me, it's about the legacy that I'm leaving behind, what I'm doing for the industry, what I'm doing for that pest control guy. Call it ego, call it I got a big head, call it whatever you want, but I'm doing it. And there are people who are wanting to be on our podcast. I started the free consulting. If you want free consulting and you got questions and you got doubts and you want to come on the podcast live and tackle those issues, tackle those fears, tackle those taboos in your life, then I want to help you and I want to do it. If you're a manufacturer that's just starting up and you got a product and nobody will give you in the market and you need some publicity, you contact me. You just go on my site, be a guest. You don't even have to call me. Don't call me. I don't want you to call me. I don't want your permission. You get permission. I want you to go on my site and go to guest and just hit that and get signed up and be a guest on my podcast. Let's have the uncomfortable discussions. NPMA, if you want to be on, the microphone is open to you. Dominique, if you want to be on my podcast, and let's discuss some of the issues and the things that guys are bringing up in groups that you're not hearing, that maybe your organization doesn't want to hear, doesn't want to deal with. My microphone is open to you. My doors are open to you. I want to be part of what you're doing. I want you to be part of what we're doing. I want the industry to work together. We got entomologists that are coming on board. If you're an entomologist, you're welcome to come and discuss things. This is a nice, soft cigar. I really like this. For a day like today where I just want a short smoke, I don't want to smoke for 5 hours, maybe an hour or two, and just unwind a little bit. I'm intense, guys. When I go on the warpath, I'm intense. I'm the Energizer Bunny. Some people can't take me. I'm just too fast talking for them. I'm Cuban. I'm like, being from New York. We talk fast, we're loud. I can be obnoxious, but understand one thing, man. I care, and I love you, and I love people, and I love helping people. Call me altruistic. Call me a guy who's on an eco trip. Whatever my motive is, understand that I know in my heart that God saved me for something great. God healed me for something great. God destined me for something great. And that greatness is not necessarily money. It is how many people I influence and how many people I help. And that's my goal in life, because from the time I was little, I always wanted to help. I give everything away. I've given my money away. People don't understand how much I give away, because I believe that God blesses me. It is more blessed to give than to receive. If you don't believe that, you'll never do it. You'll be self-centered and selfish. All you guys that are listening to me on my podcast say, I'm not giving away any of my information because it took me all these years to get it. Well, I want you to think about this for 1 minute. You could have been born in a third world country with no hope and no chance. You could have been born in Cuba like I was, and you would have had no chance, no matter how smart you were, to study and make anything of yourself. You didn't choose your skin color. You didn't choose your parents. You didn't choose anything. God created you, and guess what? He created you with a certain brain, because you could have been born brain dead, like some children are. And you have nothing to glory about of what you know. What I got because I stole it from other people. I took the entomologists and I listened to them. I listened to the guys at Purdue. I listened to the guys that write all the articles. I read all their stuff. And all I do is I don't do anything special, guys. Here's all I do. I implement the hell out of it. That's what I do. I take that information, I don't judge it. I say, let's see if this is true. Let me prove this either right or let me prove it wrong. That's what I do. And I don't judge it. I don't have enough sense to judge it. I basically listen to Paul Bellow say something and I do it. I listen to Bobby Corrigan say something and I do it. I listen to Phil Kohler and I do it. I listen to Deanie Miller and I do it. I listen to all the greats and I do it. Here's what else I do that they don't. While they are in their world, producing material for their world, I'm taking everybody's material and I'm publishing and making it available for free for everybody. I'm just a thief that stole it from other thieves, because they didn't learn it on their own. Somebody else taught it to them. Paul Bellow learned it from Frischman, and so did Bobby Corrigan. And you know what? And before that, they learned it from somebody else. I've got nothing to glory about. I've got nothing to brag about. All I do is take that information and I make it available in a way everybody can digest it. I get made fun of how I mispronounce stuff all the time. Is it polygamy or is it polydomy? The reality is that I explain what it is and you get it. So yes, I'm not an entomologist. I don't have perfect pronunciation, on bugs. I don't care, because the reality is that right now, my YouTube channel, I probably have more followers on my business channel than any pest control company in America right now that is large, that is mid-size. Why? Because I went after it, and I'm going to have hundreds of thousands of followers on those channels, and I will be America's pest control coach. I will be the guy that teaches the world about real pest control. That's my goal, and I'm here to do it for you, and I'm here to do it for anybody who wants it. So that is the State of the Union address. Anything else you guys want? Direct message me. Tell me, hey, do a podcast on this. Hey, I want to be on your podcast. Hey, I want to do something with you. I mean, if you want to be a co-host and you want your own segment, contact me and says, I want my own segment. But you got to commit to a year. 52 podcasts, once per week. Produce it. Send it to me. I'll publish it, distribute it, get it on here. If you don't want it, I don't know how to edit video. Send me your video. Just record it on your phone like I'm doing here. I got a $49. This is a Video Mic Me microphone stuck on my computer, a $20 tripod, and my phone. And I record a video. Have something intelligent to say. Don't spam my blog. There's a guest blog, by the way. And already I got people spamming me talking about their company. I don't want you to talk about your company. I want you to talk about something that's going to help somebody grow. If you can't bring material here to help somebody grow, you're being self-serving, and all you want to do is brag about yourself and your company, that's not going to go. It's not going to fly. I'm not going to publish it. But if you have good material and you want to do, I'm going to be launching another podcast, a news podcast. Segment on the Pest Geek podcast. I'm going to be doing one on invasive species. Why? Because I can read and I can turn it into news and I can turn it into something useful. I'm not that brilliant, guys. I just have a big mouth. So, the issues that we're having in the industry, addressing the issues with distributors, we need distributors to step up to the plate and give us better service. Give us better service areas. Cover us what we need. If we have a problem with a product, we want you to take it back. We don't want to deal with the manufacturer. We want you to take it back and you deal with it with the manufacturer. How you doing, bro? And we want to be able to return it. I had an issue where I was having a problem with the Binion 2L. For a long while. I just talked to the local rep about this, and I told my distributor about it. And here's the problem with products. When they're in a warehouse and they have a lot and they got a problem with it, I got to call the manufacturer. I got to call the manufacturer and let them know, the rep, that I have a product. Then I got to get that product and get them to ship me the product from their supplier. So that's another phone call I got to make. I got to deal with that. And then what do I do? Here's the challenge. What do I do with the product that is no good? Because the product was gelling up. It was turning into like Jello in the truck. Then other times it was huge amount of sediment was clogging up all my sprayers. We use a lot of backpacks. So, we were having issues with that product, and I told my supplier, and I said, listen, no, he says, oh, we're not getting any complaints. I said, well, bro, I've bought 2 cases I got problems with. By the time I call the manufacturer, how do I dispose of a product that I can't even apply? There is no disposal place in Miami. I want them to take that product back and ship it back to the manufacturer and let them deal with it. You're a retailer. I had one tell me, well, we're a retailer. We're not really a wholesale supplier. We're a retailer. Says, well, if I bought something at Walmart and it's defective, I take it back to Walmart and says, you deal with it. You send it back to the manufacturer and get them to send me something from a lot that is a different lot that is not in your warehouse, because obviously that one has product. I don't want another one like that. I dealt with that problem with Bayer for 2 years with Quantum. They turned on the lights. Awesome. So these are issues that I'm bringing to light that I want to talk about. And you know what? Nobody wants to talk about this stuff. I'm talking about it because this is the change that needs to happen. You need to raise your level of service. You need to bring your A game to us. You can't no longer say, well, you know what? I mean, this is why Do My Own is so popular, because if a product's defective, I send it right back to them and they deal with it. They give me better pricing than my local distributor does. I mean, they give me so much better service at the same price. I only pay maybe 5% more sometimes. 5%. Sometimes I pay 10% less. So Do My Own just got bought out, and they got bought out by a multi-billion-dollar company. And I told you this would happen. I told you this would happen 9 months ago when I did a podcast, and I said, they're getting ready to get bought out. Watch. And they did get bought out, and they're going to have some serious money. And guess what? A lot of the things that you guys don't know about, major distributors are suppliers to them, and I'm getting a better price to them than I can through that distributor. I don't drop names. I don't say things, but you know who you are. You know what the deal is. And I've gotten such bad service. We're getting ready to launch as soon as we can. We're going to start launching local get-together, local classes on Saturdays for the guys who are working Monday through Friday and they can't go to a class during the day because that's production time lost. No supplier, no CEU supplier, nobody wants to do a class on a Saturday because it's outside of their hours. Guess what? I'm going to be doing get-togethers, breakfast, lunches, where we can get one CEU in an hour, get out of there, and maybe do 6 of these a year. Do a get-together every month. These are things that are in the works that I'm doing locally. And I'm going to be traveling through South Florida and doing these on a local level. I'm going to be doing our own CEU conferences. Eventually, I will do my own Pest Geek expo where we will have our own experts. We will have guys like Stephen Van Tassel on. We will have Critter McCool on bees. We will have industry experts. I will get Paul Bello in there to talk. And we will record this and we will put it out for the world to see this because they need to get it out of the four walls. I've been goading the industry of why you say things behind the scenes and in classes and you complain that nobody reads your material, that nobody sees your stuff. If you want to be a behind the scenes guy and you want to be a writer for a certain segment of the industry, hey, great. I just report on it. I just report on what's happening in the industry. This is the state of the union, guys. This is where we're going. These are the things I'm gearing up to do. We're going to get suppliers. I'm going to be talking to suppliers, not manufacturers, because I don't want a single manufacturer representing a brand. What I want is a distributor that represents all the brands that they can help sponsor this. So this is where we're going. And you know what? I've got a distributor, my distributor in mind, to give them first crack at it. I give people first right of refusal. If you want to be the supplier, you want to sponsor it, don't complain and whine to me later about how come we're not participating and how we're not doing this. I gave you first right of refusal and you turned me down like a lot of people have. And then they're wanting to play the game. Then it's too late because then I've made a commitment to somebody who was loyal to me when I was nothing. And then when I'm something, then everybody wants to play ball. That's how it works. So I reward loyalty. Guess what? If Do My Own wants to be my sponsor, because they're the ones, there's a lot of guys who have to get their product to Do My Own. I don't hide anything. I'm a transparent person. You like me, hate me, don't agree with me, it doesn't matter. I'm transparent. Do My Own, I've been an affiliate of Do My Own. I recommend it to all my clients. I send them a link. I get a commission. And I make $200-300 a month on that, referring stuff when they don't want me. They're going to do it themselves. Hey, here's my link. Go buy it. It's on all my websites. It's on my website. It's on my YouTube channel. I don't hide these things. I don't do anything in the dark. I do it transparently. You don't agree with me? That's okay. God love you. You agree with me? God love you. Either way, I'm not fazed by what people think. That's one of the things that helps me move ahead and get things done is because I don't care what my competition is doing. I care what I'm doing. I don't care what everybody's not doing. I care about what I'm doing. So you know what? I just, I did it for this training. I just lose my train of thought. But anyway, I recorded, I was in Michigan and recording 8 classes that's going to go live pretty soon. They're editing them right now. I just talked to them yesterday. And they're editing it. Guess what? They're going to be 32 states that they're going to be. Stephen Van Tassel is on there, by the way. He's going back there in March. They're coming down to South Florida to record live with me. And I'm going to take him around and show him how we do inspections, how we do certain things here in Florida, because it's different than what they're used to. So again, there's no barrier to entry with them. You don't have to be a member of MPMA or FPMA or any association. You go on, they sell you a course, they give you your CEUs, they're accredited in 32 states. So now I'm going to be in front of about 40,000 technicians in the next year. And so that is huge for us. We're partnering with other training institutes to do training through them. Why? Well, what's going to happen? Aren't you afraid people aren't going to take your classes? I'm not interested in people paying me and taking my classes. I'm interested in people getting the knowledge and getting myself out there in front of everybody. This is my strategy. This is what I'm doing for the next 10 years. When I produce 10,000 videos, you're like, oh man, you're everywhere. I said, yeah, but I produced 10,000 videos. So understand, guys, I'm letting you know I'm super excited about the future. If the Lord comes for me early and I don't get that accomplished, great. And if I do, great. But I'm going to get this done. I hope you guys will ride along. You'll be part of this. I love you. I want the best for you. God bless you guys. Peace out. This is Frank the Pest Geek wishing you a Pestacular day.